Hey, what's going on everybody? ScottDogGaming here. Thank you very much for joining us. Welcome to an update video. Something I should have done quite a while ago and didn't, so I apologise for that. But I thought I'd take the opportunity now to do it because there's some changes afoot. And it feels like the right time. So let's get started. I want to make it fairly quick. So let's get started. First off, videos. That's at the top of my list there. At the moment, I'm currently doing 7 different series a week. I'm putting out a video every single day. On those different games, and at the time when I decided to do that, there was a couple of reasons. The first thing was I was planning on taking a break from YouTube in January and February, and I wanted to pre-record lots of content so I had a video still going up every single day, which I've managed to do. The second thing was that I wanted to play a lot of different games, and the best way of doing that was to be recording them and putting them up on YouTube. What I've noticed from that is that the interaction, the feeling of a series progressing has diminished because there aren't videos going up quickly enough. You know, a weekly video doesn't move things forward enough. The other thing I would say is that for games like I did a Factorio series or stream on Twitch and put all of the content on YouTube, if I was to leave that going up an episode a week, I would have content until 2019. And by then things have moved on, you know, and it just doesn't feel right. So what my plan is going forward, rather than having 7 different series, is restrict it to 2, but to have a video go up every single day on each of those series. The first one is going to be the Factorio series that I have done. The second one is probably going to be the RimWorld series that's just started. We'll play that until a suitable point, whether it be I die horribly or we complete the game or whatever the case may be. We'll play that for a period of time. Or the other caveat is that when something gets boring, when I don't find it fun anymore, that doesn't tend to happen with RimWorld. I love the game, but you know, that's the principle, is that there might be a reason. What that does also mean for you guys that have been watching the series up until this point is that some of them that are currently ongoing will stop for now. They will come back, I'm sure, and the best way to make sure they do come back is leave a comment saying, I'm enjoying this series, I like this series, or could you do that series? Leave a comment below and I'll make sure that they're picked up. But you know, things like City Skylines will stop now and then, or when these videos stop and then start again after the next series is finished. That being said, these changes will not take place until the start of April, so there's still going to be continued videos in the way that they have been previously. The next thing on my list is YouTube. Now, this is a bit of an odd one and a quick one, and it probably takes more time to explain if I do it properly. But let's try and fly through it. So, Adpocalypse happened, which was a certain YouTuber getting some people on Fiverr to display a sign that they shouldn't have displayed, and that made all advertisers, or a lot of advertisers, say, you know what, is this really where we want our product advertised? Which to me is perfectly fair. What happened from that point is that YouTube brought in an algorithm which says, is this video safe for monetization? Now, for those of you who don't know, the real way that YouTubers make money is by adverts. The adverts before, during videos. It doesn't mean a huge amount to me because I don't really make any money from this. But essentially what's happening is that every video I upload gets run through the algorithm and YouTube decides whether it's safe or it's not safe. Now, that's fine. However, the algorithm is terrible. Absolutely diabolical, and it will say that certain videos like City Skylines, again I use an example, couldn't be any safer. That series, there's maybe 1 or 2 swears, that's it. That gets marked as not eligible for monetization, whereas some videos I did on a game called Porn Tycoon Studio is safe for monetization apparently. So you know, it doesn't really make a great deal of sense. Now, the next impact of that is that, and this doesn't affect me hugely because of the size of the channel, but essentially the most interaction you get, the most views you get come in the first 24 hours of video going live. So if you imagine you're a big YouTuber and you put your video up today and it's still being monetized, or during that period of 24 hours it gets flagged as not safe for monetization, all of those views that you had, you don't get paid for. That's essentially how it works. If then the algorithm reruns through your video and says, actually, you know what, I made a mistake, it's fine, it then puts it live for monetization. However, you've missed that influx of viewers that you would have had. And it's not unsurprising to see a video marked as not safe, then not safe again, and then safe again. I've seen it with a number of my videos. You know, at the moment, it's diabolical in what he's doing. And that is directly affecting, not me, but directly affecting YouTubers' livelihood because of the way it works. Now, what these things have added up to is me taking a look at YouTube and saying, you know, I want to do this full time. I would love this to be my job. However, is YouTube the right place for it because of the way that they are willy-nilly flitting around with people's livelihoods and, you know, and making changes on the fly? Because after that we had the Logan Paul thing, which, let's be honest, was disgusting. It caused YouTube to then change the way that people can be monetized. Now you have to have a certain number of subs and a certain number of views. Now, again, I reached those brackets, so it's not too much of a problem, but it just made me think, if they can do this now, they can do this at any point in time. And what's going to be the next thing? They've got no control over what goes up on YouTube, you know, and they've got an algorithm that is reviewing those things and not doing a very good job. So something needs to change, and it needs to be based at Google, and they need to think, either we get videos reviewed by people, or we have to have a better algorithm. That's the way it works. You know, and those things together just made me think, is this the right place for me? Now, I'm not going to stop putting videos up on YouTube because it's where I started, it's my home, and I enjoy doing it. But as referring to the previous section of this video, it's going to change slightly. You know, so just bear that in mind. And one of the reasons for that actually is that during the break that I had from making content, I started streaming on Twitch. I had been streaming occasionally on both YouTube and Twitch, but I focused solely on Twitch. Now, one of the reasons for that is that Twitch had changed the way that you could become an affiliate of Twitch. Affiliate means that you have the subscribe button. Some people can cheer for you in a stream, which is essentially donate to you during the stream if they want to. Also means you can do emotes for viewers and a few other bits and pieces. It wasn't necessarily about that. One of the good things about being an affiliate is that viewers can change the source of the stream. So if they've got poor internet connections, they can reduce the bandwidth and still be able to watch. So, you know, it's got a number of positives, a couple of negatives. It means I can't stream on both YouTube and Twitch at the same time. Any videos or VODs that I want to put up from Twitch, I can't do for 24 hours after the stream. But they're sort of the major downfalls. But one of the real positives about Twitch is the atmosphere, is the environment, is that it's focused to a whole mainly on games. People know what they're coming to see. It just, you know, it works well. There seems to be, from my experience, there seems to be a lot more positivity on Twitch than there is on YouTube, not only from a content creator's point of view, but from a viewer's point of view. So I've sort of started making a move over that way. That, as I said, there'll still be videos going up on YouTube, but in the last week or so, I did 6 or 7 streams on Twitch, and I enjoyed every single one of them. So there will be a focus on streams. Now, mainly what that means is Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursdays, occasionally sort of all 3 of those, but depending on what's going on in my life, I will stream, and then some of the weekends as well. Normally streams start about 7 PM GMT. The best way to be kept up to date with these things is to go to the Twitch link below and click the follow button. That will send notifications when I'm live. The other thing to do is go to my Twitter account and follow me on that at ScottDogGaming, and there I will always tweet before I go live, so you'll be able to see that. I want to start posting some videos on YouTube saying I'm going live in X amount of time. Please come and check me out. So the focus at this moment in time has moved towards Twitch. It doesn't mean it won't swing back to YouTube. It doesn't mean, you know, that this is the end of YouTube. It doesn't mean anything along those lines. It just, this is where my head is at the moment, and I'm enjoying it. So I would love to have anyone who's watching this come and join me in chat. We've got some cool things going on. We've got sort of betting on games of PUBG. We've got stupid sound effects that people can play during the game, all based around sort of a virtual currency that you earn by watching. So those things are there as well. So please come down, check it out next time I'm live, and we'll go from there. I'm planning on streaming Kingdom Come Deliverance today or tomorrow, depending on when this video goes out. So please come and check that out if you can. Twitch out of the way, let's move on. Charity stream. So for those of you who don't know, those of you who do know, I'm part of a gaming group called SaturdayMorningGamers. All of their links will be below. Please go and check them out, check out their channels, and follow them on Twitch and all the rest of those things if they take your fancy, or their videos take your fancy. Don't do it if they take your fancy. Anyway, the charity live stream, we did one in 2016, Christmas Eve it ended, and it was a 24-hour live stream in support of Special Effect. For those of you who don't know, Special Effect are a charity, an amazing charity that help disabled gamers play video games. They produce modified controllers and optical interfaces and all sorts of other stuff to help people who can't play video games play video games. That's a massive thing for me because I'm lucky enough to be able to sit here and play them. So we have decided that now is probably a good time to start planning our second stream. We didn't do one last year for various reasons, but this year we've decided to focus on one. Now the focus is going to be on a suicide support stroke prevention charity. We haven't officially decided which one, but I'm pretty sure that's where we're heading. And I'm really looking forward to being able to do whatever we can to raise money for those, but also having a huge amount of fun in doing it. I know it was a huge amount of fun last time we did it, and I'm sure it will be this time. Now, I can't give you too much details because I don't have them yet. It's only been decided in the last few days, but I can say that we are tentatively looking at a date of around the 1st of June, and keep an eye on my channel, on my Twitter, on the Saturday Morning Gamers channel. Again, that'll be below for news and information about when that's going to happen, and I would love for as many people to turn up as possible to support us through that. Last time was a huge amount of fun, but a hell of a lot of hard work, and I was knackered for the next however long. We don't know if it's going to be 24-hour stream or multiple shorter streams or what just yet, but that's all up for grabs. Lastly, other stuff. We've got some other stuff to talk about. What was the other stuff I wanted to mention? There was two things, and I can't remember either of them. Okay, so the first one is that I play Dungeons and Dragons with the Saturday Mornings Gamers again on a Friday night at 9 PM. We stream it live on Twitch and on YouTube. And I would love for you guys to come and join in. We have a lot of fun doing it. It's a bit of just a laugh and a giggle, really, with some dice rolling in it. So please come down and check that out if you're free. Every Friday at 9 PM we start GMT time, obviously depending on your area. The other thing I want to talk about just very quickly is the Discord. Now, currently I've got Discord which is open to patrons only. I'm thinking about opening it up to the wider collective. If that's of your interest, then I will put a link in the description below if I do go ahead and do that. If not, I'll do a separate video just to say, come and join Discord. On there, you'll be able to chat to me. You'll be able to give me suggestions, tell me what you like, what you don't like, and so on like that. We could treat it like speed dating. So I think that's it. I think that's pretty much it. Thank you everybody who has checked out this video. Thank you everybody who's subscribed, everyone who's been watching the videos. Hopefully these changes aren't bad ones. Hopefully they'll make things better. The other thing I didn't mention is that the VODs, if you can't join us on Twitch, will make their way to YouTube as well. So you can always catch up with me there in those VODs. But I'd love to see you on Twitch because that's sort of the focus for the next 6 months at least, and see what happens. And then we'll go from there. Thank you all once again. Please hit the like button, subscribe button, follow me on Twitter at ScottDogGaming. See you again soon. Thank you.